Hello, Church. Welcome to the Wednesday Reflection for May 7th, 2025. This is a ministry brought to you, as always, by Spirit of Our Savior Lutheran Church in San Bernardino, California, and I am Pastor Steve Anderson. Thanks for joining me. Before we get into the reading and reflection, just one quick announcement I want to start getting out into the world, and that is that our movie nights or film fest, whatever you want to call it, is fast approaching. Every Saturday in June, we will gather out in the parking lot with our big, huge inflatable screen and watch a different movie each week. First week, June 7th, we will be watching Dogman. Second week, I Still Believe. That is a faith-based movie that we felt called to include this year. Our third week, on the 21st, we will be screening Moana 2. And finally, we will wrap it up on June 28th with Cruella. We officially, anyway, start serving food from the snack bar right around 7 p.m. That'll be our typical $1 snacks and our $5 meal deal. And then somewhere right around dusk, or just as soon as it's dark enough to roll the film, we will do so. So hope you can come out and be a part of that. Grab your blankets, grab your lawn chairs, grab your friends and family, and just come out and be a part of this long-standing tradition here at Spirit of Our Savior. Without further ado, let's get to this week's reading and reflection.
Psalm 23. A Psalm of David.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
This 23rd Psalm you've just heard, of course, is arguably one of the best known single scriptures found throughout the entire Bible. And once again, this psalm, like so many others, is ascribed or attributed to King David. And it is, as you quite almost certainly can see in it, just this heartfelt declaration of God's love, God's care, God's provision for his people, using this image of a shepherd who is guiding his sheep. Humankind is so much like sheep. So many times we just wander off and get lost, and there's the shepherd bringing us back. But again, this idea of all that God provides us, all that offers us, emphasizing God's unwavering presence in our lives, even when we sometimes don't realize God is right there, and of course God's faithfulness, even in the most difficult of times when, again, we may not realize it. Just a few of the key themes I want to draw out for you today. Of course, we've already touched on a little bit here, this idea of God as a shepherd. This psalm really does present God as a loving, attentive shepherd who guides and protects his flock, again, providing for his needs, their needs, I should say, leading them through life's challenges. Sound familiar? Again, this idea of provision and abundance, where God provides all that we need. It may not be what we want, but God will provide all that we need. His people, his chosen people, ensuring that we absolutely lack nothing that we truly need. One that I don't know if it's easy to overlook or not. I think maybe you can blow right past it without thinking about it, is this idea that God provides us protection and security. Remember that even in the valley of the shadow of death, yes, God's presence and guidance are still right there, providing comfort and protection to us, ensuring that absolutely no evil needs to be feared. Comfort and well-being right there as well, maybe just a little below the surface. Again, this idea that God's love and mercy leads to a life of abundance and well-being, with his blessings that follow those who believe throughout their entire journey into eternity. It's always there. Sometimes it's just a matter of us reaching out and taking it. Want to think about a little bit about the relationship with God that Psalm 23 presents us, where it emphasizes, it really does this deeply personal, intimate relationship between God and his people, where, again, God in that role of the shepherd, the provider, and believers in the sometimes challenging aspect of being in trust and submitting to his guidance. And finally, the idea of hope and faith. This 23rd Psalm, again, so well known. It truly is a source of comfort and hope. That's perhaps why we hear it so often in funerals. I'll be in the funeral I'm doing a little over a week from now, once again, reminding believers, those who believe in him, of God's unwavering, unshakable love and faithfulness, which it transcends all earthly challenges, leading to this idea of an eternal dwelling in his presence, what we call heaven, the afterlife, the eternal reward. And yeah, that's about it for Psalm 23, as if that's not really enough. I think that's why it's so well known, is it's so packed full of all of these wonderful little analogies that are so applicable to our lives. So again, that's really about it. I just wanted to do a quick overview of the 23rd Psalm. We'll be reading it in worship this Sunday, and I just thought, once again, you might want to hear a little bit about what this psalm truly means to us. So until I see you again, be it in worship, be it wherever, the movie night's coming up, doesn't really matter. Just can't wait to see you. But until I do, may you be blessed.